a special invitation. Check it out to each and every nation. Bang, 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 bang. Check out the real situation. I do not own the rights to this music. It's all about the love inside your heart. Love inside your heart. Jah son. Love inside your heart. Put a little food into the pot. Man. Love inside your heart. Don't bow down. Never count God out. Let me say that again. No matter what you're going through, no matter what you're experiencing, never count God out, man. And I know sometimes that might be difficult. You might feel hopeless. You might feel like there's no way, there's no answer. But never count God out, man. Hold on to your dream. Hold on to your vision. Man, in fact, let me show y'all. I made this t-shirt. Never count God out. Never count God out. I made that a t-shirt. That t-shirt probably is about, 10, 12 years old now. No, yeah, about 10 years old. No, it's not that old. Probably about 8 years old. That's how old that t-shirt is. Never count God out. And see, a lot of things that I be telling people, when I be telling people stuff, see, if you've never, there's another one of my t-shirts. Just pray first. That's another. And then I had this one on the wall. No bullshit zone. I had that one on the wall. I used to, man. Let me show y'all. I hustle, y'all. I just even when see this is this van. This one right here. That's this van. Even when I be sitting down there, I doing my work, man. I be out still trying to hustle. Never count God out. Never count God out. And maybe I need to go back and revisit this shirt. Never count God out, man. And that's what we got to do. Never count God out. And it's gonna be hard. You're gonna be disillusioned. You're gonna fall into discouragement. You're gonna fall into despair. But never count God out, man. Don't give up. Because when you give up on God, you give up on yourself. Let me say that. And see, here's the kicker to all of this is you can get on here and start talking about God and don't nobody want to hear that. But man, let me get on here and talk about some sex or some drama or some gossip. I'd have, man, I'd have all kind of followers. See, if I was bringing some gossip, I'm bringing some good news. And ain't nobody interested in no good news. You see, and this is why now you don't have a whole lot of people. Notice even in churches now. You know, you don't even hear stuff from pastors now. Because nobody's interested in the good news of trying to live right, man. Trying to be right by people. Trying to be a person of integrity. Trying to have some principles about yourself. See, people don't talk about that stuff now. Because that in this environment, that don't work. See, for you to have some principles and some morals and some integrity, it don't work in this environment. You see, because in this environment, right is wrong and wrong is right. That's the environment that we in right now. So when you start trying to talk about doing it, nobody's interested in that. Because doing it the right way don't work. In their minds, you know, it don't work. And sometimes, man, it's a struggle doing it the right way. When you know you're a good person and you try to be right by people and still don't and can't get the chance, sometimes that can be kind of hard on you. Sometimes that can be kind of discouraging. You know, I have days, man, feel like I done gave more than God. No, I'm serious, man. Because I don't. If see, this is how I am. If I ain't got enough money to do what I need to do, man, I'm gonna share it with somebody. Because I can't do what I need to do. So I'll share it with somebody. I mean, seriously, I can take you to a grocery store right now, and they'll tell you, man, there'll be plenty of people be in front of me, and man, put that on my bill. I got you, and I'm struggling myself, and I be buying other people's food. You know, my bank account is in the red, and I'm still buying other people some food because that good deed that I just did might not be for me, but it might be for a great 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 grandchild that I'll never even see. That might find themselves in the store in the same circumstance, and somebody say, you know what, I got you. I'll pay for that. See, the Bible say the seeds you sow, so shall you reap. See, once just like you do a good deed and it's on your bloodline, that somebody's gonna have to reap it. The bad stuff you do too. Somebody, your grandchildren, your children, your grandchildren, your great great, somebody gonna have to get that. You see, all of that stuff that you did, somebody, it's gonna go. It ain't just because you died, don't mean it dies with you. It's on your bloodline. You see all this and that. You know, I sometimes I ride around D.C. and I had this white guy was homeless in a black neighborhood at a grocery store in a black. I'm talking about in the hood. He homeless. And one day I walked by. I said, man, I wonder, what did your parents do? Uh, what did your ancestors do to somebody black, man, for you to find yourself homeless in a black community? What did your folks do that curse was passed down to you? That you would find yourself homeless in a black community among black folk. You homeless. You ain't homeless among white people. You're homeless among black folk. What did they do? And see, we don't think about that. We don't think that our actions that we're doing as parents and grandparents are going to be passed down. We think our actions die with us. They don't, man. It's going to go down to somebody is going to get that. Somebody is going to receive it, be it good or bad. Somebody's going to get it. You know, man, you go back and sometimes you ever ask yourself, I mean, think about this for 1 minute, man. You see some of the most educated white people, men and women, get tied up with somebody black that's well below their standards. How they get tied up with them? That's a curse. So that curse got to fall on somebody. And the question now becomes, man, what are you passing along? What are you gonna pass generationally? Are you passing a blessing? Are you passing a curse? You see, and right now, most folk are passing along curses because they living how they want to live, the way they want to live. They don't think morality has a place because nobody's talking about God now. It's a turnoff now for people to talk about God. You see, that's the sad state that we've come to. It's a turnoff, man, for people to talk about God right now. Folk ain't interested. And what we need in this earth more than anything is a move of God. That's what we need in this earth right now, man. A move of God. So people can see he's still real. And even though we just passed Easter Sunday, a lot of people right back to where they were. All that he is risen and all that. But look how you're treating your neighbor. You won't even speak to you know how many people went to church on Sunday mad and came out of church on Sunday still mad, but they'll tell you he's risen. You see, this is the kind of stuff that you got to look at. See, I told you, I ain't got. See, I only had one person. See, when you start talking about God, ain't nobody interested in that. See, don't nobody want to hear about God. Don't nobody want to hear about doing it the right way. See, and that's what, and these are the things, man, that you have to not let discourage you, cause you got a message, and don't nobody seem like they want it. See, you just keep doing what you got to do. You keep talking the right thing. And see, eventually we're going to have to get back to mean what you say and say what you mean. Because right now, when people say something to you, you got to guess what they're trying to say. Because they ain't going to come out and tell you straight up what's on their mind. You got to guess it. But when you walk in your integrity, when you live a righteous lifestyle, man, you say what you mean and you mean what you say. You ain't gonna hurt nobody. You ain't gonna lie. You ain't gonna cheat. You ain't gonna steal from somebody. Man, in fact, you probably be the one that people take advantage of, that they steal from, that they take for granted, because you are such a good person. See, that's normally what happened to good people. Those are the ones that are taken for granted. See, the good people are the ones that are taken advantage of, that are used, that are abused, and that's mistreated. It's the good people that do this. So, and consequently, a lot of people don't want to be a good person. Because look how they treat it. A lot of people don't want to be, you think a lot of people want to care about the righteous lifestyle when the righteous lifestyle is being treated like shit? You think they want to be treated like that when they looking that girls on OnlyFans with an OnlyFans page making six figures, and women with PhDs are struggling. It's interesting. The college educated women are the ones that are struggling right now, but the ones on OnlyFans that's doing all the dumb shit, man, they rolling in cash. That's a sad commentary right now. That without a high school education, man, you can be making six figures degrading yourself online. See, people are paying for that entertainment, but they don't pay to hear something positive, to be encouraged, to be motivated. They ain't paying for that, but they are paid to be stimulated sexually, or with some gossip, or with some drama. See, they'll pay for that. They're getting in line for that. And this is what we got to get back to, man. We got to get back to some people that want to get back to a righteous lifestyle. That say what they mean, that mean what they say, that walk in their integrity. And see, and listen to me. Because this is how Satan has pulled the wool over the body of Christ, saying that when you live a righteous lifestyle, what's going on, Dan? When you live a righteous lifestyle, man, you ain't perfect. You got issues just like everybody else. When you live, the only difference in a righteous lifestyle and a wicked lifestyle is this: a righteous lifestyle is not destructive. That's the difference in a righteous lifestyle, and a wicked lifestyle will destroy everything in its path. A righteous lifestyle is compassionate, ain't gonna destroy nothing, ain't got nothing to do with perfection. But you see, a lot of people want to, ain't nobody perfect. We ain't talking about perfect. We're talking about destruction. And see, and when you live a wicked lifestyle, not only are you going to destroy yourself, but you're going to destroy whatever is in your immediate vicinity. See, that's destruction when you live a wicked lifestyle because you don't say what you mean and mean what you say when you live a wicked lifestyle. See, you lie and deceive and cheat when you live a wicked lifestyle. See, that's what a wicked lifestyle is. Okay, but when you live a righteous lifestyle, man, you ain't gonna use nobody. You ain't gonna cheat nobody. You ain't gonna try to get over on nobody. You ain't gonna try to take advantage of nobody. You ain't gonna steal from nobody. When you live a righteous lifestyle, you walk down the street and somebody drops some money. If you live a righteous lifestyle, you're gonna say, hey, hey, here, you drop this. When you live a righteous lifestyle. But when you live a wicked lifestyle, man, you take that and run and count it as a blessing. See, turn around and tell me, look how God blessed me when you could have said, hey, you dropped something. You see, that's a righteous lifestyle, man. You know, when somebody lose something, you make sure they get it back. That's a righteous lifestyle. You see, and this is what we got to get. We done got away from that. Being righteous with each other. People will take advantage of you quick before you can blink your eyes, man. Folk will take advantage of you. And we all are struggling. And they'll take advantage of you. You see, because all they're seeing is the moment. And that's what we got to get away from, man. And unfortunately, you know, we don't have enough fruit of people that's doing it the right way and being successful, man. See, uh, um, I don't even have my Bible in here. God diggity dog. It just when I need my Bible right there, I ain't cause you can't count God out, man. You can't count God out. And and the one thing that most people have done thus far, they counted God out. A lot of people are not even afraid of God right now. That's a sad commentary. You know how many people don't even have a fear of God right about now? They don't even believe he exists. And a lot of the people that run around Easter Sunday talking about he's risen don't even believe he exists because they don't see him in their lives. See, there are a lot of Christians that don't see God in their life. See, debt is not a blessing from God. Let me say that again. Debt is not a blessing from God. And you got a lot of people running out here buying these cars, buying these houses, getting all this stuff, and they talking about, look how God done bless me, and you in debt. God didn't bless you. If God bless you, you wouldn't even have you wouldn't have to pay for it. When God blesses you, you ain't got to pay for that. God, thank you, man. I just received that. I just received that. When God blesses you, man, you ain't got to pay for it. You won't even be able to explain it. When God blesses you, ain't no explanation for God's blessings. But you got a lot of people running around getting in debt, buying cars, and talking about, man, look how God blessed. God ain't had nothing to do with what you into. That was all you're doing. And you want to talk about he blessing you. I mean, man, listen. And I made that mistake. I made that mistake. What I'm telling you, I can show you that here's the mistake right here. You know, first I had bought this van. No, wait a minute. Which one did I get first? I got this one first. I got this one first. Then I had this guy call me up out of Chicago. Knew I was in the transportation business. And said, man, I got a guy down in D.C. looking for some sprinters, for some work. And I went out and got a sprinter, man. Cause somebody called me up and say, hey man, I know a guy down there looking for a sprinter. And come to find out, it wasn't what they said it was. So now, and I'm talking about God done blessed me, and I got 2 vans that I got to pay for. This is over $100,000 worth of cars right here. Matter of fact, this one cost like 90,000, and this one was like 60. So it's $150,000 worth of vehicles right here. And for a while, man, I was ahead. I was paying them note. I was current on my house note. Everything. I was current. And then I reached out and tried to be independent. I tried to do it on my own, man. That's how I was on Viator.com. It's who I was on. Viator.com. And I tried to be independent. And open up DCBlackTours.com. And that's when my business dried up. Long as I was on that white website, man, I was making money. I was making money hand over fist. But when I tried to get out and take out the middleman and be independent, that's when I ran up against a brick wall. And from that day to this, man, I just been holding on. Believe in God that one day, man, I'm gonna have a whole fleet of these. One day I'm gonna have a whole fleet of these. That's what I'm gonna be known for. My company will be known for sprinters. That's what I want my tour company to be known for. That we do our tours in sprinters. Okay? And they're gonna look like this. This is how they gonna look. How my tour guys gonna look. Just like I look. See, that's how my tour guys gonna look, just like I look. And that's how you know the difference. That's how. So when people see my tour guys, they gonna know. That's DC Black Tours right there. That's that guy. That's his tour guide right there. See, they're gonna be able to point my tour guys out. See, the average tour guide now walk around in street clothes. I don't want my tour guides in street clothes, because I'm gonna pay them well. I'll start my tour guides out at $30 an hour. That's what I'll pay my tour guides. Cause I want them to be able to make some money, man. And I want them to be serious about what they're doing. I'll pay my drivers $30 an hour. And matter of fact, let me tell y'all how I plan to do this with my tour company. The max salary for my employees will be $50 an hour. They'll start out at $30 an hour. And every 2 years, they'll go at $5. Every 2 years until they get to 50, they'll go up $5. That's how I plan to do that. Okay? That's how I'll pay my employees. Every 2 years, they'll get a $5 raise. Okay? Because I'm looking for loyalty, man. I'm looking for some people that want to be dedicated, that's looking for a career and not just a job. So you got a lot of people out just looking for a job. I'm looking for somebody looking for a career. That's in this for the long run. That say, when I'm dead and gone, say, Truth Conductor, I want to have my own tour company. See, when you ain't no longer around, I want to still be able to do this on my own. And I can start some franchises, man, with my tour company. See, that's another thing nobody's even considered. How come I can't have franchises, a tour company as a franchise? Why not? What's stopping me? You see? That's how I look at the thing. Trying to help somebody else do what I'm doing. And that's what I want to do, man. I want to take some of these young kids that don't have an education, man, that don't have no hope, that don't have no future, and I can take them, man, let me teach you this history so you can come out here and you ain't got to stand on the corner and sell dope. Because you can sell some knowledge, something that's going to educate people. Isn't it interesting? Man, people can come and stand on the corner and sell dope and be more successful than me. You know, think about that, man, for 1 minute. When you trying to build something, when you trying to do something, and somebody can come and do some shit illegal and be more successful than you. You know? I mean, that's what you gotta deal with, man. This is the stuff you have to endure. When people can do it wrong and you're gonna watch them doing it wrong and succeeding. And be questioning yourself, man, how come this won't work for me? Why I can't do this? Why ain't nobody booking my tours? See, and it ain't like you don't know who I am. You know who I am. And still, man, I still struggle with people booking my tours. You see, so only thing I can do, man, is just keep doing what I do, man. Stay on top of my information, because I always got to stay on, refresh my information, to stay on, to see what I can discover. And that's what you got to do. These are some of the things you got to do, man, when you never count God out. It ain't easy when you ain't counting God out. Cause if you're doing it the right way, chances are you're struggling. So um, keep your head up, man. And like I said, that's some of the discouraging stuff, that you can sit down and watch people do this wrong and be successful. You can watch them lie and cheat and steal and be successful. And you turn around and say, damn, I'm trying to do it right. And I'm struggling, but them cats are doing it wrong. Picking in high cotton. And they doing it wrong. And picking in high cotton. See, these are the kind of things that you gotta, you're gonna have to look at them and let them roll off your back. Because the minute you give in to that temptation, you ain't gonna have the success they have. See, if you turn around right now and you live a righteous lifestyle and you try to do something that's wicked, you'll get caught. You'll get caught. Because that's what it's designed to do, to catch you. Because you're the threat. See, the people that are doing wrong ain't no threat, man. They ain't no threat. They ain't no threat to the kingdom of darkness. Somebody that's living a wicked lifestyle. They already in that. But that person that's trying to live a righteous lifestyle, they're a threat to the kingdom of darkness. And right now, we don't have no light in the world, man. I mean, really, really, really and truly. Look, where's the light in the world? And that's what don't nobody want to step up and be no light in the world. So this is what, I'm gonna still talk about it. Cause this is where the problem is. You got too many people that say one thing and mean something else. And we got to get back to right is right and wrong is wrong, man. That's what we're going to have to get back to. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And when we can do that, it'll be a better place. Life will be better. And remember, y'all, Anything somebody wants you to have, they're going to give it to you. You ain't got to ask for them. You ain't got to ask for nothing. Anytime somebody wants you to have something, they're going to give it to you. You see? It's just that simple. I know the Bible says you have not because you ask not. I know that's what the Bible say. But when you have to ask somebody for something, it doesn't come from their heart. See, it's coming from their head because they got to organize that. But when it comes from their heart, they ain't organizing nothing. They just go right in and say, "Man, I want you to have this." And see, a lot of people will use that moment to control folk. See, you got a lot of folk that use people asking them as a control mechanism. That's how they manipulate folk, because they know that this person is in need. You see, so that's how they control them. With what's because when they do something for them, it's with a string is attached. See, how do you know a string is attached to a good deed? Because they want it back. That's how you know a string. If somebody do something for you and they want it back, there's a string attached to that. Because if it wasn't, they say you can have it. But when somebody wants something back, they be pulling that string. You see? And that's what a lot of people don't recognize. Most of the time somebody do something good for you, man, you need to watch that string that they be pulling. And see, some people gonna jerk it like this, and then you're gonna have that smooth joker that's gonna just ease it in. See, that's the smooth joker. He ain't just gonna jerk it. He gonna ease it in. Okay? And then by the time you look up, you're gonna be in their grasp. And it's too late. Okay? Because they had a string attached to that goodness. See, everybody that do good, that all good deeds are not done in the realm of being a good deed. A lot of this stuff is done to be manipulative, to be controlling. Okay, man, I gotta go get me some avocados for my breakfast. That's what I eat avocado toast for breakfast, man. That's my specialty right there, boy. Avocado toast with some raw garlic and some cayenne pepper. That's breakfast for me. Okay, and a kombucha. That's breakfast for me. All right, I don't drink sodas. I don't drink juices. I do water and kombucha. That's all I drink. Water and kombucha. That's all I drink. You know, I don't drink anything. I don't drink no juices, no orange juice, no sodas, none of that. None of that. It's either water or kombucha, and it works for me. It works for me. I ain't lying. It works for me because, at my height, I'm about 5'10", and my weight should be around 170. And man, I'm at my weight. I might go over 2-3 pounds, 175. 173, 174, 175. But I stay in that range. That's the range I stay in with my weight. And it works. It works for me. And see, and the thing is that the biggest adjustment I'm gonna have to make is when my wife come around me, because she cooks all the time. And that means I got to get back to eating, and I don't want to eat, because she cook all the time and she can cook. My wife can cook. So that's the adjustment that I'm gonna have to make when she come back around, man. I'm gonna have to get used to eating again, cause now I eat what I want to eat, and I don't do a lot of meat. The most I'm gonna eat is some fish. That's it. That's the most I'm gonna eat is some fish. Yeah, all the turkey, the chicken, and all that stuff. Man, I gave up on that stuff, man. I haven't had any pork or beef in I don't know how many years. At least 30 since I done had pork or beef. At least 30 years. I don't even introduce it to my system. The only meat I eat is chicken, turkey, or fish. And I done cut out the turkey and chicken. So now I'm down to fish. And that's every now and then that I'll eat a piece of fish. But I strictly try to keep my diet with vegetables. See, that's what and see that's a low food cost when you can live on vegetables, when you don't eat a lot. And see, and that's what people need to a lot of people, if for them to fast, they would go crazy. Every Saturday, man, I honor as a Sabbath. I fast. I don't eat on Saturdays. From sun up to sundown, I don't eat. Well, this sundown I did. I did this time because I just like, man, I'm tired of this here. I ain't doing this no more. Let me go ahead and give me, and I broke down and ate. And see, this is one of the things, man. When you fall off the horse, don't beat yourself up. Get back up and do it again. Everybody, God know you ain't perfect. God knows you're not perfect. But at least you're trying. And this is what I try. Lord, at least I'm trying to honor the Sabbath. I'm putting forth the effort. I don't work on Saturdays. I don't work on Friday night. I got a situation right now where I was trying to work with a group that it just wasn't it's not gonna work. And it's a sad and I'm gonna have to call this girl and tell her this ain't gonna work for me. Ain't gonna work for me. It just ain't gonna work for me. It ain't gonna work. So and now I'm accustomed to not working on Saturdays. I don't want to do no work on Saturday. I don't do no work on Saturday. None whatsoever. And maybe, that's why people don't book no tours, because I'm not available on Saturday. But God said, if you honor the Sabbath, that he would make you ride on the high hills of the earth and will feed you from the heritage of Jacob. That's what I want to see. If you said, Lord, if I honor the Sabbath, you'll make me ride on the high hills of the earth and you'll feed me from the heritage of Jacob, show me. Show me that. Because I tell the world. See, I don't have a problem saying, hey, man, see this, look how the Lord blessed me. And I told you, see, when the Lord bless you, ain't no debt with that. See, when the Lord blesses you, ain't no debt with it. Ain't no debt. That's the miracle. Ain't no debt with it. And that's what I want to manifest miracles in my life, man. And for years, the church that I went to used to tell us that it wasn't about how you feel. Man, I wished I had all them years back that they told me that. Because it is about how you feel. Faith is everything about how you feel. That's how you activate your faith, by how you feel. And I was in church that was telling me that you don't go by the way you feel. So it was the confusion within me because I'm being taught one thing, and I'm seeing something else, and I got a clash going on. Because I see faith as the substance of things hoped for. When you hope for something, man, you feel it. You see it. When you're hoping for something, you feel that thing. But then when your pastor say, no, don't go by how you feel. You ain't supposed to go by how you feel. And you have respect and reverence for your pastor, you're going to listen to your pastor. And a lot of preachers are telling people wrong. Like a lot of pastors are telling folk faith without works is dead. That they got to go out and do something. That's wrong. They ain't got to go out and do nothing. They got to hold on to a mindset. That's where the work is. See, faith is a mindset. And what makes that mindset work is how long you hold on to it. How much you believe in it. How true do you accept it? You see, when I had that hearse that passed me yesterday, and God said, man, that's poverty leaving your life forever. You see, I have to feel that. I have to feel like I'm wealthy. I say I want to be the richest man in the world. Man, I have to feel wealthy, even when I'm broke. See, that's where the work is, because it's faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things that, see, you could say, man, I'm the richest person in the world and can be facing eviction. But you holding on to that image, man, I'm the richest person in the world. I'm the biggest giver in the world. But your circumstances don't show that right now. And see, that's when your faith is involved, is what you're saying, and what is evident is totally the opposite. See, that's where your faith is. See, your faith is supposed to get what you believe, and what you're saying you want. They don't exist. You got to make this a reality. You got to make them join together. See, that's faith. And in between that, you got a lot of doubt. You see, you got a lot of doubt trying to get these two to merge. That's how faith works. Okay? And once you can get them to work, miracles should be able to happen just like that. And that's what I'm trying to see, if I can manifest something negative just like that. Because I told y'all, man, when I booked a tour, I had a tour on the 11th. That was a Monday. That Friday, I got in my car. I said, man, I sure hope don't nothing happen before I go do this tour. I sure hope I don't have no problems before I go do this tour. Popped into my mind twice. Man, I sure hope don't nothing go wrong for me doing this tour. And I'll be damned if something didn't go wrong. Not only did the starter bolt break off in my car, when I got to the car that I had rented, somebody had drove it through some mud, man, and went back and parked it. And I had to take the car through the car wash before I get to my tour. So now, see, normally if I was driving, I would have went, parked my car, picked up the car, and went. But now I got to get on the subway because my car ain't working. So I don't have that luxury of time like I would have if I was driving. And still, man, and got there at 10 o'clock. Got to, my tour starts at 10. And I got there literally at 10 o'clock. And did the tour. This was a couple that had done the tour before, and they had another lady that they brought in town that they wanted her to see the tour. And when we got to Ben's Chili Bowl, man, the guy got out. He gave me $10. Gave me a $10 tip, and it was a homeless guy that was begging around the table. I said, "Here, man, take this. Here you go. Go get you some food." I gave that $10 tip away that I got for doing my tours. You know, I sold it into somebody that needed it because I'm a giver. That's what I do. I give. I just enjoy giving. You know, and I want to put myself in a position where I can just enjoy giving, man, helping people. You know, that's what I want to put myself in a position where I can just help folk, man. Because that's what God is all about. It's being here about your fellow man. You know, I find it interesting that you got a cat like Elon Musk talking about going to Mars, but you making all your wealth down here on Earth. You know, the 250 billion that you worth, you made it right here on Earth. And you don't think it's good enough to give back to some of the people that you done made your wealth off of here on Earth? You know, yeah, it's good that you ain't got a house, but you got 250 billion. You know, you could take 100 million, 200 million, and put it into small businesses, man. And it wouldn't even put a dent in your wealth. But look how many businesses you could help. Just giving them, here, man, here's some money. Here, take this here. Take this money. 10, 15, $20,000. Give it to some businessmen so they can have something that they can fall back on and get ahead. It ain't gonna hurt you. But you talking about you want to send some people to Mars. And yet all the money you making is down here on Earth. And you ain't giving none of it back. See, that's the problem I have with a lot of the billionaires. I can tell you why. See, because if he was, somebody would be telling the story. It's just that simple. If he was doing it, somebody would be talking about it. It's just that simple. If he was doing it, somebody would be talking about it. There ain't nothing nobody can do that folk don't know. There ain't nothing you can do that somebody don't see. You think some of the shit you be doing, somebody know. Somebody know some of the shit you think you're doing in secret. Somebody know it. And you think don't nobody know. And when people know stuff, they talk. That's how I know he ain't doing it. Because ain't nobody talking about it. Now, what's your next question? What's your next question? Mr. Tom, Lil Dick Tom? What's your next question? Oh, really? Some people give where they don't. Well. Then, you believe in God, Tom? Tom, do you believe in God? That's a yes or no question. Tom, do you believe in God? Tom, you believe in God? Answer me, Tom. What's going on, Thriller? You believe in God, Tom? I know you're still here. Oh, you gone now. He trying to ask me what I believe. Oh, it's time for me to go now. Shit, you're getting it too hot up in here. See, this is what I'm trying to say, man. This is the encouragement. Maybe if we had a lot more people that was doing so that people could see, paying it forward. Maybe we could change stuff, man. You know, maybe we need more examples of people paying it forward. Ain't nothing up with it, man. Ain't nothing up with it. I don't think they want to make no money. That's what I think. I don't think they want. See. Listen. Listen to me, y'all. Listen to me. If you on social media and somebody, well, I can tell you. I can tell you why the hat company probably they looking at how many followers I got, maybe on Twitter, and um, and think that he ain't, he ain't got no followers. And see, right now, a company could come in and make somebody a rags to riches story, and all of the followers that come after that are the ones that's going to be supportive of whatever that idea is. See, when you got a person that got a whole bunch of followers, they might not like the idea of the hats or whatever they might not support that. But when you make somebody a rags to riches story, all of the people that's going to come and start following that person are the ones that's going to be interested in what's going on with them. And this is the mistake a lot of companies are making. Oh, I didn't say 5 billion. I said 5 million. But maybe I need to increase it to 5 billion since you done put it up. I would just start at 5 million. And shit, you done put it at 5 billion. And so that make me think, man, maybe I was dreaming. I was dreaming too. I ain't dreaming big enough. So you just stretched my head. Maybe I do need to start believing God for 5 billion. What's wrong with it? Matter of fact, you know what? Since you just teased me and put it out there, that's what I'm gonna believe God for, $5 billion. I said 5 million, but hell, I'll take it to 5 billion. I believe that. I believe God for $5 billion. How about that? You know, where it's gonna come from, I don't know. Oh, you trying to be funny? They had to be here in June, man. It's on order. The first time, I don't know what happened with the company that I ordered it from, but the order didn't come through. So I reordered it myself, and they said June 7th I should have it. So I just got to wait till June to get my new hat. Then I have it for the whole summer. Then I have my new hat for the summer. So that's what I'm waiting on. And by then I have me a new suit. And so I'll get out and start promoting Truth Conductor. When my new hat comes, I'm gonna promote the Truth Conductor. That's why I don't take a lot of pictures now, because I'm waiting on a new hat. Because I'm gonna do something with this brand. What is Truth Conductor? Just a messenger from God. That's all Truth Conductor is. A messenger from God. And see, that's another thing that I want you to be mindful of. Whenever you get an idea, be able to define it. Be able to have a definition to your idea. That's how you know it's for you. How I got rags to riches? I don't know, man. Rags to riches do happen, though. It's a possibility. I could be a rags to riches story. There's a good possibility. I don't know how it's gonna happen. All I have to do is just believe. I'm gonna be a rags to riches story. How it's gonna happen, I can't tell you that. Don't even know. Don't even care. All I'm doing is believing that it's gonna happen. That's all I can do. Okay, just believe it's gonna happen. Anyway, man, I gotta go to the store and get me some avocados and another loaf of bread. So I gotta go get on the bus. I gotta go do some walking and get on the bus and go to the store and get me some avocados and some bread so I can have my avocado toast in the morning with my kombucha. 10 more minutes. Hell, I've been on here 55 minutes already. And you talking about 10 more? Where were you when I started? Where was you when I started? Doggone it. Damn. Okay, I'll give you 10 more. But again, man, we got to get back to a righteous lifestyle. This is what people don't want to talk about. This is what people ain't interested in. They don't want to hear a righteous lifestyle. They don't want to hear nothing about a righteous lifestyle at all. And because people want to make a righteous lifestyle perfect. Righteous lifestyle is not perfect. It's not harmful. That's a righteous lifestyle. When you live a righteous lifestyle, uh, you know you ain't gonna lie to nobody. You ain't gonna cheat nobody. You ain't gonna use nobody. When you live a righteous lifestyle, and see, and this is what you mean, what you say, and say what you mean. When you live a righteous lifestyle, and that's what we've gotten away from. People don't know how to recognize who's who with people. You see, because you got a lot of folk that are saying any and everything, man, to get people to drop their guards. You know, they saying any and everything just to get people to drop their guards. That's just life. And see, that's why I keep telling you, be careful about making emotional decisions. When somebody come up on you with some trauma and some drama about something happening, man, step back from that. And I know it's as touching as it may be, but ask questions. You know, you got. I saw where a girl was talking about. Uh, give you an example. I went the same store I'm telling you that I'm getting ready to go to. Uh, I'll check them out. The same store that I saw a little young black girl. They had this baby. This little girl had to be about 2, 3 years old, and she walked in the parking lot asking for money. So I said, "Where the daddy at?" "Oh, he dead." I said, "For real?" I said, when did he die?" "Oh, there you go. You want to? I ain't got time for all of this here. If you gonna help me, you gonna help me. If you ain't gonna help me, just go on." You see, now when I start asking some questions, see, you out there, you insinuating that my baby daddy is dead. I'm homeless. Help me out. And the baby didn't look dirty. Okay, and see, that's the problem. That's the part that was tripping me out. She coming out here talking about she homeless, but this baby don't look dirty, homeless. The baby is looking like it was well kept. Okay, and I just said, "Where's the daddy?" "Oh, that if you don't want," and that's when she flicked off, man. And see, when people are running a game on you, it ain't gonna take but one or two questions for them to flip out on you. And see, when they flip out on you, man, this is a scam. Because otherwise, you wouldn't have no reason to flip out on me for asking a question. because you would be able to answer every question I have. But notice when people come to you with these emotional issues, just ask some questions. And one or two, ain't gonna take but one or two questions for you to find out if they real or not. Because they're gonna they're gonna be irritated. See, a person that is running a scam is easily irritated. Let me say that again. See, one of the traits of a person that's running a scam, they easily irritated, man. They easily love to play on your emotions, but they easy to irritate. Okay, ask them a question. They are easy to irritate, and see, that's where you need to find out how irritable is this person. Okay, and that'll tell you some stuff. Wow, that's real easy. How to know if a man likes a woman? Wherever a man's heart is, that's where you're gonna find his money. That's the easiest question I've had today. Wherever a man's heart is, that's where his money is. That's how you know. That's how you know. Okay, and here's the difference, y'all. Here's the difference. See, when a man is about a woman, she ain't never got to ask him for nothing. That's how you know. When a man is about a woman, she ain't got to ask him for nothing. Because he's always listening to her needs. But that joker that's trying to get some panties, he waiting for her to ask him for everything he wants. See, he putting himself in a position. Or what he talking about, well, you know, I could help you out with that if you need some help. You see, you see, that's how they ain't gonna say, shit, here you go, handle that. See, that joker that's got a strength, he'll say, oh man, I can help you out. You need some help with that? I can help you, I can help you out with that. Okay? See, it's a string attached to that. Cause if he was gonna help you out, he'd just drop the package in your lap and say, here, this yours. You know, do what you want with it. But when he tell you, I can help you out with that, shoot, man, he angling for some pussy. That's just it in a nutshell. Okay? When he said, I can help you out with that, he angling for some pussy. Okay? See, ladies, let me say this to you. Listen to me, ladies. If you don't love a man, that man has the ability to be able to change your mind. Ladies, let me say that again, ladies. If you don't love a man, that man has an ability to be able to change your mind. There are a lot of ladies right now married to men that they couldn't stand when they first met them. That might be your mother and father. There are a lot of women right now married to some men they couldn't stand when they first met them, but that man could change their mind. But ladies, I don't care how pretty you are. I don't care how good you can cook. I don't care how good your sex game is. If that man don't love you, there ain't nothing you can do to change his mind. But God has given man the ability to be able to change a woman's mind. But that woman can't never. If that man don't love her, she can't change his mind. I don't care how pretty she is, how good she is, how tight her sex game is. If he ain't in love with her, ain't nothing she can do to please him. She ain't never gonna be able to. That's called friends with benefits. It's what that called. You call that friends with benefits. And there are a lot of people in relationships right now, friends with benefits, because they ain't gonna come together. And if you're worth your salt, you done been in a relationship with a friend that has some benefits with it. See, that you can have sex with. And y'all know it ain't gonna be no relationship. You know that ain't no relationship. Ain't gonna be no, can't be no relationship. But we enjoy the sex together. See that happens every day. You got people working together right now that won't even speak to each other and fucking each other's brains out behind closed doors. But when they're at work, they won't even speak to each other. And you ain't even wise to it. That's happening right now as we speak. Some people that you would least expect to be sleeping together are doing it right now. Friends with benefits. That's what happens. Okay. Oh boy, I don't know how I got off on this conversation, but oh yes I do. He asked a question about a man. How can you tell if a man care about a woman? Uh, uh, I just told you, man. You got colleagues right now. You got some colleagues right now screwing, man, and you don't even know it. You ain't wise to it. They just that good. They just that good. You got colleagues, man, that and to show you some when they do hook up, a lot of people be surprised. Damn, you hooked up with that? When did that happen? See, a lot of times when the relationship is revealed, people, when did that happen? I ain't know. I didn't know that was going on. When was all this going on? There you go. There you go. All right. Listen. 620, man. That's my mama's birthday. That's my mama's birthday. 620. God dog. I look at the clock right at my mama's birthday. 620. No, I quit playing the lottery too. I had to quit playing the lottery because I was leaning on that as a blessing from God. And God said, man, that's a game of chance. I ain't blessing that. That's what I did. Man, that's a game of chance. God ain't gonna bless no game of chance. Because you can't prove that he was behind the win because it's a game of chance. So I had to quit playing the lottery. See, because to me, that was how God was gonna get some money to me. Was winning the lottery. Because in my mind, I couldn't see no other way, man. God will bless me with an abundance of money. You and that's where we make our mistakes, man, because we can't see how God gonna bless us. Like the guy that got on here talking about, you got the 5 billion yet. See, I can't see how God would give me $5 billion. So consequently, then I might not believe that. Ooh, thank you, Lord. And this is what's holding up a lot of people's faith because they can't see how God gonna do it. And they get discouraged. They believe in God for some stuff, but they don't see how he gonna do it. And they get discouraged. They lose patience. And they get discouraged. And that's where they're making a mistake. That was for me. Right there. What I did, that was for me. That was for me right there. That was a message for myself through myself. Don't give up, man. Keep believing. See, the Bible says death and life is in the power of the tongue. By the increase of your lips, your belly shall be filled. Doggone, I got a whole fleet of vans. I'm the richest man in the world. That's right. I'm the richest man in the world. What? That's Elon Musk. Yeah, it is. But in my mind, it's me. I got more money than him. In my mind, because that's where it's going to start in your mind. See, if you can't see it in your mind, it can't become a reality. Anything that you want out of the invisible realm, you have to see it in your mind first. And if you can't see it, You can't achieve it. That's how it becomes real, because you see it in your mind. When you want that new car, man, you see yourself driving that new car. You feel that new car because you see it in your mind. Or that dress. Well, I mean, yeah, get gone, little dick. Buy it. Take that little dick energy on up out of here. Get gone. See, so and that's what a lot of people, what they see in their mind, they get confused because they don't think it's a reality. I told you, man, the world right now needs a move of God. The world needs a move of God right now. Because a lot of people don't think God is even paying attention. With all this madness and craziness that's going on, a lot of people think God is not even paying attention to what's happening. You know? A lot of folk think God ain't paying attention and never count God out. That's the last person you want. Man, they had a young kid to down in Miami to get stabbed by this white girl, black guy. He got stabbed in his shoulder by this white girl, and he died. And this guy used to get on social media bragging about how he liked white girls and he didn't want to have to do nothing with no black woman and all of this stuff. Um, because she stabbed him in the shoulder, he didn't die right away. You don't think for 1 minute, man, this guy was calling on God? This guy was praying and begging, please. Now you done lived your life all the way you wanted to live. See, God wasn't in your life when you got that expensive apartment and when you was doing all that other stuff. Now that you in trouble, you want to call on God, and you don't have the lifestyle where he's obligated to answer. See, when you live a righteous lifestyle, God is obligated to answer you. But when you live a wicked lifestyle, God is not obligated to answer that. God is not obligated to respond to you when you don't live the lifestyle he's requested you to live. He doesn't have any obligations for that. And you got some people that want to live a wicked lifestyle, and at the last minute think God is supposed to be there for them when he done gave you chance on top of chance on top of chance. But you ignored that, and now that you're in distress, you want to call on God. And see, that's when a lot of people, the only time some folk call on the name of God is when they're in trouble. They don't pray, they don't fast, they don't go to church, they don't read their Bible. But the minute they get in trouble, they want to call on God. And he ain't listening. All right, man, I got to go get my avocados. I see y'all.